who really knows what it looks like? Who really knows what it smells like when you get close to it? Who really knows how much of it trickles down into a dark and complex world of canals, pipes and tanks, ending up in torrent-like streams of wastewater underneath our cities? But also, who really knows that today, wastewater treatment is not only about cleaning our polluted waters, but that it is also connected to a range of efforts to generate renewable energies and develop alternatives to natural and non-renewable resources from the waste we produce. The treasures that have started to play a key role in achieving these goals are hiding inside the sludge of the wastewater. Sludge. That is generated when solids and organic matter sink to the bottom of large settling tanks. And sludge, that is produced while billions of microorganisms feed on the pollutants that reside inside the wastewater.
The mechanical purification process produces sludge in the primary clarifier, and in the biological purification process there is this bacteria sludge. Both sorts of sludge are then further treated here at the plant. They're thickened first and then decomposed in the digesters.
The digestion towers play a key role when it comes to generating renewable energy from sewage sludge at a waste treatment plant. Inside these airtight constructions, the sludge that has been derived from mechanical and biological sewage treatment is converted into liquids, gases, and residual biomass. While the concentrated substance of solids and organic matter is constantly mixed, it is eventually decomposed by billions of anaerobic bacteria. At the end of this process, it is the methanogenic bacteria that take the organic acids and convert them into gas, more precisely into biogas. Biogas consists mainly of methane, but it also contains carbon dioxide and small amounts of other gases such as hydrogen sulfide.
This methane gas is then purified, stored temporarily, and finally used to generate power and heat, which we can reuse entirely here at the wastewater treatment plant.
While one wastewater treatment plant produces enough biogas to meet more than 50% of its energy needs, another treatment plant generates enough biogas to be almost fully self-sufficient in energy terms. But also, the construction of an innovative facility designed to upgrade the valuable waste gas that is produced from wastewater sludge at the treatment plant has proven to be worthwhile in several ways.
That waste is not waste, that waste can be utilized as a source, has a sustainable aspect. It has a financial aspect, which is important, but it has an ecological and economical aspect as well.
With rising costs of energy and growing amounts of greenhouse gas being emitted into our environment, generating biogas from sewage sludge is receiving increased attention. For example, when it comes to its potential to provide alternatives to fossil fuel. But before this potential can be unlocked, the biogas has to make its way into an upgrading facility for quality improvement. Inside this labyrinth of pipes, pumps, compressors, collecting vessels, condensers, and storage tanks, the biogas is cleaned of impurities such as CO2 and hydrogen sulfide, until it consists almost entirely of methane. From the producer straight to the user, the upgraded biogas, or biomethane, is now of a quality similar to natural gas, ready to provide an alternative to fossil fuels such as petrol or diesel, for example for city buses in Bern, Switzerland, a fuel that is CO2 neutral and climate friendly. A fuel that, after all, was generated from waste that would have otherwise been burned and disposed of in the environment. While sewage sludge has taken on an important role when it comes to generating climate-friendly renewable energy at a wastewater treatment plant, sewage sludge ash has become a focal point when it comes to developing alternatives to the world's continual use of non-renewable resources. Before the sewage sludge is turned into ashes, it contains organic and inorganic pollutants. But it also contains an essential nutrient that is needed by all living organisms for their growth: phosphorus. At temperatures of 850 degrees, the organic and most of the inorganic pollutants are destroyed, except for heavy metals. And the flames are also not able to destroy the chemical structure of phosphorus. So sewage sludge ash, usually disposed of in the environment, still contains a treasure that could benefit the environment. For example, plants.
These procedures aimed at recycling phosphorus from sewage sludge have to try, of course, to disrupt the structure of those phosphorus compounds, creating new compounds from them that are biologically available. They also have to be able to remove any residual heavy metals from sewage sludge ash.
Scientists have already been successful in achieving these two goals. How? By exposing the sewage sludge ash to thermochemical treatment. Inside a laboratory-scale rotary furnace at 900 degrees, the heavy metals change into a gaseous phase, ready to be removed. Meanwhile, the phosphorus inside the burning ash is transformed into a mineral phosphate phase, with higher plant availability than the phosphorus found in the sewage sludge ash. So thermochemically treated ash is a suitable substance to produce a plant fertilizer with recycled phosphorus as its main ingredient. Tests in greenhouse and field experiments showed that such a fertilizer performed as well as a conventional fertilizer containing non-renewable phosphorus.
Some of the processes for phosphorus recycling from wastewater, sludge or sewage sludge ash are on the brink of large-scale industrial implementation as part of an EU project that is currently being launched. We'll be in charge of running these pilot facilities, we'll be taking samples and analyzing them. We'll also be measuring the power requirement and finally be able to establish which methods are most promising for the future.
Wastewater treatment plants were built to deal with our waste. But they could also make sure that our waste is not wasted.
When there are more wastewater treatment plants installed worldwide, there is a huge amount of biogas which could be utilized, and of course also nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus could be recovered as natural resources.
Water has always given us opportunities to help ourselves, and it will always be up to us to decide how to make the most of those opportunities in the future.